everyone, it's Mike Schutte with Horse Racing Nation and author of your 2013 Kentucky Derby Super Screener. Just days away from the 139th running of the Kentucky Derby. I know I'm excited, you've got to be as well. We've all been working hard. We've put every one of those probable starters through the time-tested, proven, disciplined, rigorous Super Screener criteria. Why? We want to help you isolate the best win contenders, separate, get outside of all this noise we hear this time of year, help you become the informed against the uninformed, isolate those big long shots most likely to hit the board, and more importantly, eliminate some of those vulnerable, low-priced horses that everyone else is going to be on. I love the Kentucky Derby. I know you do too. Tradition, pageantry, it's the American icon of racing. But it is also one of the best wagering opportunities on the entire racing calendar. Think about it. Even the entire card, you've got full fields, huge pools, and the path to value, all of that uninformed money coming into those wagering pools. Think about the payoffs of the Derby race itself. Last 2 years, the trifecta paid over $3,000, and last year, that superfecta was hit for almost $100,000. And six-digit superfecta payoffs are not uncommon. This is a very challenging race to wager on. Why? So many horses, lots of confusion. You often have a lot of parity when it comes to the field. It can be fairly even at times from top to bottom. But there's 20 horses. You've got to toss horses, at least 6, 7, or 8, to have any chance at leverage in your wagering. You also have to take a stand against those vulnerable favorites. And if you look at the last several years of Kentucky Derby results, every single one of those races had at least one, often more than one, 20-to-1 shot or higher, hitting the top 4 slots within that superfecta. And in a 20-horse field, half of them could often be more than 20-to-1. So you've got to isolate which of those are going to be your most likely board hitters. The Super Screener methodology was based on analyzing over 300 horses that have run over the last 19 years. We also looked at least 40 unique handicapping variables, focused very much on how the horse runs, not just in what time and in what race they ran in. And that is very key when it comes to the Kentucky Derby. Why? Because these horses are being asked to do something they'll never be asked to do again in their entire racing careers. They'll be racing 1.25 miles for the first time. They'll be doing so against 19 other rivals, and they'll be up against some of the most grueling pace and trip conditions possible. So, it takes a special horse, it takes a little bit of luck, but more importantly, it takes informed wagering. So the key to cashing again, you must toss horses, you must take a stand against low-priced horses, and you've got to isolate that 1 or 2 20-to-1 shots that are going to hit that board so you can keep your tickets narrow. You can ignore all the noise that surrounds you this time of year because there's lots of opinions. So again, take advantage of science, not just hearsay. Now, wait until you see which 20-to-1 plus shot we've got picked not only just hit the board, but as a top win contender this year in the Kentucky Derby. Also, there are at least 2 horses that will go off at fairly low odds that we're taking a stand against on the win side. Now, I don't want to give this away, especially for those that have already purchased a Super Screener, but if you're a Todd Pletcher fan and you like any of his 5 horses, you've got to check out this year's Super Screener. Last year, we isolated Went the Day Well as our top win board hitter bomber contender. He came in 4th in that superfecta at 30-to-1. The year before that, our dark horse was Animal Kingdom, and he came in, won the race at 21-to-1. So, check out who our dark horse bomber is this year. You can do so by going to superscreener.com, learn more about this amazing study and the results and what fans have to say as well. In our next video, we'll share with you a few more secrets about what we're finding in this year's Super Screener. So, until then, I want you to go fast and win.